What's cracking, everyone? So you guys pretty much already know the drill. I'm just going to run through the top moves of Julia or Jaycee. On the off chance she does get into the Season 2 DLC. Well, not off chance, she probably will get in, but anyway, let's get down to business. So, first move that I'm going to talk about is 1-1. Now, 1-1 is really great because it's not only a 10 frame punish, but it also has its own mix-up built in. Now what I mean by that is, if you do 1-1-2, that is 1-1 and then the 2 is a safe mid, and it's counter hit knockdown if you get it. Now, if they try to interrupt this, because it can be interrupted, you can do 1-1-1. Now this is -12, but it is a mid as well. So yeah, there's an option if they try to interrupt. And just for good measure, there's 1-1-4, and that goes into a 1-1 and then a low. So you've got three really good options there, and you can play off each other basically depending on how the opponent reacts to the 1-1. So the next move we got here is 2 and then pressing back immediately. Now this is really great because it's 12 frame punish and it makes you go behind the opponent, and if you press 2+3 straight after that, it's a free back turn hit. They can't avoid it. I've tested most situations. But not only that, there's like a Yomi mind game there as well, because you don't have to do that follow up. You can you know, mix it up. You can go for a grab, or you can do a low or something. And yeah, it's got great potential and it's a punish, so you can definitely make this happen in a game. So this move is pretty amazing, I reckon. It's forward 2+3. It's a safe mid. It knocks down. It's big damage. And it has great range. As you can see here, it's got super good range. Just a great mid to apply pressure and a good mix-up. So the next one is CES or 3+4. It's a sort of like a stance for her. But the move I'm talking about is CES 3-1. Now this is great because the 3 is a mid and the 1, it looks super delayed, but you actually can't interrupt and it's safe. So, you know, it's really great to catch people off guard. It's got its own delay without pressing anything, you know. You don't have to wait till later to press it or anything. And it's a good mix-up because this stance also has a hell sweep. So, you know, you can mix up between the two, and even if you do the mid option, you're not going to get punished for it. So, you know, for the kit to be complete, it's got to have a good low. Judging by all her lows, this is what I reckon is the best one. It's only -12, sorry, and it's super quick. And it's one of those quick, annoying pokey lows like Josie's down 4. It doesn't do too much damage, but over time it annoys the opponent and they'll want to duck. So next up we got back to 1+2. So it's obviously a mid, it's safe, and it's delayable slightly. You can delay it a tiny bit, just enough for, you know, to be confusing. And if you do get the counter hit on the second hit, you get a face down knockdown and you get a free follow up. It's also a 13 frame punisher, so it's a pretty good move out there. This one's sick. So, quarter circle forward 2, right? It's a high launcher, it's only -8, but the best part about it is it's a 15 frame punisher and it's like one of the big launches, but it high crushes as well. So you can do setups like, you know, 1-2 down forward 1, and then do quarter circle forward 2. And if they try to jab you to interrupt, they get a huge launch in their face. It's a pretty good move. The next one's pretty straightforward. It's up forward 2. You know, it's a safe mid that knocks down, just on natural hit. For some reason on counter hit it knocks further away. But other than that, you know, it's just a great mid to mix up, because you get Oki and you get a free mix up after it, because they're grounded obviously. You can back roll, but if they don't, you get a free follow up as well. So next up we got forward 2-2-2. This is good because it conditions your opponent to stay standing, because both of the third hits are delayable, and the high gets you a free knockdown back turned, so you can pretty much do what you want there. And if they do duck, there's a mid option for the third option as well. They're both good strings, and the high is safe and the mid is only -10, so it's worth giving it a crack. Alright, so the next move is forward 1-4. Now, the reason I think this is one of the top moves is because it's a natural combo. So if you whiff punish someone with forward 1, the 4 is guaranteed. And other than that, it's kind of in the same category as Dragunul's down forward 1-4, in the fact that you can delay the force super long and maybe catch some people twitching at the wall or something like that. And other than that, it can create what's the word, like mental plus frames, because your opponent will immediately duck if they're used to seeing it after forward 1, and then you can do, like, you know, a launcher, you know, the mid grab she's got, or just a normal grab, and you can just mix it up from there. Okay, so her forward roll mix up, I reckon, is super good. It's got, you know, a move for every situation. So you can start off with forward 3, which is a roll, and then the 1, which is a high, and it's +1. So you can frame trap your opponent here. If they start to duck, you can do the 2, which is a mid, and that gives you a knockdown into a combo if it's a counter hit. And if they are worried and they just stand there hoping that, you know, you're just gonna, like, just waiting for your mix up, you can do 1+2, which is a throw out of this. And yeah, I reckon it's just a solid mix up because there's a move for every situation. So next up, not much to explain here. Back 4, it's pretty much the second part of forward 1-4. It's good because, in my opinion, single hit highs are pretty decent to use. Like, they're not really that seeable. And you can use it in neutral because a lot of people don't want to duck. So basically, yeah, it's +1, so you can set up a frame trap like here, down 2-3 straight after, which is an 11 frame. And yeah, as you can see by the video, you get a knockdown as well with a follow-up, so it's a pretty small risk for a big reward. Alright, so next up we got down back 2. So this is a launch. It's only -13, which is just like a hop kick, I guess, but this has a built-in high crush property to it. And yeah, like I said before with the other launcher, quarter circle forward 2, you can do down forward 1, and her down forward 1 pushes back a bit, enabling this move to high crush perfectly, and work for a pretty decent setup. So here's pretty much my 2 honorable mentions. So usually with throws, obviously they're highs, as you can see here, going for throws, but this throw that she's got is like a Frankensteiner or Hurricane Rana, if you want to call it. It's actually a mid grab, so this is super sick if people think you're going to go in for a few grabs, because obviously she's a wrestler, she has lots of grabs, right? So basically you can condition with lots of throws, and then when they finally do duck, just do this mid throw. You know what I mean? That's some true styling there. Yeah, so this one is pretty risky, but it does have safe mix-ups from it. So basically, at the end of a round or something, if you do a down 4, people are going to try and punish that straight away. But if you continue it with down 4 into 1, it goes into a launch. So this could be a massive comeback you make. When they start expecting that, you can go down 4, then 1 into 2 quickly, and that will then be a safe mid with a bit of a delay. Maybe catch some people, maybe not. And then when they expect both of those options and they just wait, you can do down 4, 4. Down 4, down 4, sorry, and they're both lows. So I reckon it's a pretty decent mix-up, and totally worth the risk if you're on low health. Alright fellas, hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll be doing Marduk and Zafina next. So they'll be coming in the next couple of days. And let me just say, they're both fully sick, and I hope at least one of them makes it into the game. But yeah, only time will tell, and until then, take it easy boys. Peace.